I am so tired of healing. I am ready to be correct and scrambled, plowed and chowed. Hi, I'm Liquey. Welcome to the chaos. Alrighty, so I have been celibate for just over a year. Yay. And to be honest, it hasn't been all that bad. I have done this celibacy thing many a times. I've been celibate for most of my life. I am 28 and I lost my virginity when I was 22. So I have been celibate a lot longer than I have had sex. And this particular lifestyle has some pros and cons. One thing that I really do love and appreciate about this season and when I, go through my times of just being to myself, not even dating or, anything like that, I love that all of my focus and all of my energy is on me. I don't have to worry about my mind being stuck on somebody or feeling that like energetic connection or attachment to anyone because I am only connected to myself. I'm only fulfilling myself. I am someone who enjoys having sex a lot. I love it. I also have a very high sex drive. So when I am being sexual, I want to be able to have a consistent partner because once I have sex, it's like I want to have it again and again and again. One thing that I have also learned in this time period of not having sex that I do find very important to me is I'm sorry to bring politics into this, but I have to. We absolutely have to because it's no longer even about politics. It's about human fucking rights, And I just absolutely cannot stand the thought of someone touching me that has no regard for human life. I do not want anyone touching me that is homophobic. I don't want anyone touching me that supports genocide. I don't want anyone touching me that supports families being ripped apart, that supports concentration camps. When I was younger and really just looking to have fun, just go on dates and have sex, I didn't care about any of that stuff. Like, I didn't care to really get to know the person. I was just like, are you hot? Cool. Let me get on top of you. And honestly, like even within my past relationships, that wasn't ever really like a big deal breaker for me. Like, of course, there were certain things where it was like, I didn't want to date anyone who was homophobic or, stuff like that. But I think now there absolutely has to be such a line in the sand, where like if you stand and support our current administration, we're not in alignment and I don't want to be connected to you. I also think having this break gave me the chance to put all of my sexual creative energy to good use and really build my platforms, right? Like build my YouTube channel and building TikTok and stuff, which follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Also subscribe to me on here. My username is the same everywhere at Liquey Ray. I also have a tarot TikTok and Instagram. The username is Liquey Does Tarot. So be sure to follow me on there. But your sexual energy and your creative energy is the same thing. So, having that break from diving into my my sex energy, I was able to, utilize that and be more creative. And I finished my book during this time of celibacy and I got to do a lot more and really see what I'm capable of on the creative side. So now here's my dilemma. This is where things get a little rocky. I fear that by me not having sex and like staying away from dating and all of that stuff, I feel like I'm putting myself on the shelf or like keeping myself isolated in this little box. And I'm starting to, put myself in this mindset where I'm not allowed to have sex, even though I really want to now. I'm feeling like I'm ready to have sex again. And before, I had all these restrictions, and I think it's good to put boundaries on yourself. I think it's good to stick to what you want. But for me, I was like, I'm not having sex until I'm in a relationship and I'm in love and this and that and this and that. And it started making me feel like confined to all of these rules and restrictions when Sex is such a beautiful, freeing thing. Like, really, like, you could enjoy sex with someone that you really trust and really like and have mutual respect for and have a great experience. And I don't want to lose that, you know? I don't want to make sex this like completely untouchable, like, you know, restricted thing. I want to be able to enjoy myself and enjoy the experience and not feel bad about it afterwards because it's not hitting every single point that like I'm saying that it should be, you know? Sex is so natural and it's so freeing and beautiful. And when you are two consenting adults, it's like, why not? I feel like I'm a virgin all over again. And like I'm putting this virginity on a pedestal and I'm not allowed to take it off. I'm not allowed to share this experience with somebody, you know? And I grew up with really insane, intense purity culture, and I've spent years trying to unlearn it and years, you know, breaking free from that, only to put myself back in this celibate purity mindset. I think celibacy is a very beautiful and intentional journey, you know, that you should go on if you feel called to it, but it's not necessary. I think I was just so fucking traumatized from being in a throuple because my last relationship was with a married couple. I was just like, I don't want to touch anybody. I don't want nobody touching me. I don't want to be connected to anybody right now. I just need to be alone. I just need to heal. And it's like, I don't need to always be fucking healing, you know? I am 28 years old. I am in my prime. I'm gorgeous. I should be being kissed. I should be having experiences, being intimate. I should be getting my ass eaten right the fuck now. Like, come on. I already know my worth. Having sex isn't going to take that away. It's not going to devalue me. And for a while, I was like, no, I need to wait for someone special. No one is special. I seen this one girl posted. She was like, I decided to only have sex with people who were kind and I never had sex again. And I don't want that to be me. I literally feel like I'm never gonna have sex again. And I'm definitely not trying to have sex again with just anybody, but I don't want to have all these restrictions for me. Like, what if I just meet somebody and I'm just, you know, instantly attracted to them and we vibe, we have great chemistry, you know, they're a good person. It's like, why not? And if I don't have a good time, I can just go back to being celibate. Like, it's never that deep. It's never that serious. It literally didn't happen. But hopefully I do meet someone that I genuinely do like and care about and have feelings for, because that is most ideal for me. You know, I would like to be having consistent sex with someone that cares for me, with someone that respects me, with someone that honors me, with someone that does love me. And I know that sadly, that's a pretty rare thing to find. But if I know one thing's for certain is I am not going back on these dating apps. I am so grateful that I have been off of these dating apps for almost a year now. It truly has saved my life because there's a lot of weirdos on there. No one is serious. I mean, I have met some like good people, but again, it's like the little tiny diamonds in the rough. Like, it's so rare to find an actual good person. And sometimes I feel like, oh, maybe I should just download Hinge again. But then I literally feel a piece of my soul just dying out whenever I have that thought, because there's no way. Like, you're telling me out of all these people in this fucking world, I can't just meet somebody outside? Like, how the hell am I bisexual and still cannot find anyone? Not one person? And here's the thing too, like, being on this celibacy journey, I had fully accepted that I, you know, would be single for the rest of my life. Like, I feel like I low-key gave up on love, but you know, I'm still trying to push through that. But I had accepted that, and I am okay with that. I truly am okay with that. So, you know, if I'm okay with the thought that I may never, you know, find love, I know that sounds so like dark, but like truthfully, but in these dark dating days, I had accepted that. And if I am okay with that, then I should also be okay to just have a good sexual experience every now and then, right? Because I'm happy being single. Like, I really am. And I love my life and I love all of my friends and I love my family. And I feel like maybe I am just one of those girls that are gonna be single. And it may be unfortunate because I am a lover girl and I am so full of love, but there's just no one that aligns with me or matches me in any capacity. Like, I feel like I would have met my person by now. So if I decide to take, you know, relationships out of the picture, I still have needs and I think I should get those met. I was just telling my friend that, like, if I could have it my way, I would just want like a loyal little ass hoe. Like, just someone that will take me on dates when I want to and eat my ass when I want to. And then that's it. But I will say this. Remember, no matter how horny you are, it is always better to just touch yourself than to settle or let somebody touch you that has, you know, bad morals or doesn't respect you or doesn't at least take you out on a date first. Like, I mean, if you don't want to go on a date and you just want to fuck, like, by all means, but don't settle for somebody that isn't going to actually like care about you and your pleasure and all of that. But I'm gonna start challenging myself to actually talk to people out in the wild, maybe start going on dates. I did go on a date though, not that long ago. It was when I was still in Hawaii, like right before I moved here. I went back there because my friend was getting married and I reached out to the same guy that I had dated like a few months back because I really like him. He's so cute and he's just so sweet and I really enjoyed our chemistry. And we did have like, you know, a little moment where we were being like really close and kissy and touchy and I wanted to have sex with him so damn bad, but circumstances were not ideal. I was on my period and we went to the beach, so we're like sandy as fuck, and our only place to have sex would have been in his car and I'm just not down. So maybe the opportunity will present itself to me again and I will lose my virginity 2.0. But alrighty, y'all, I do have to go now. If you would like to book a tarot reading with me, go ahead and shoot me an email. The information is in the description below. Also, subscribe, follow me on TikTok and Instagram. My username is @Liquey Ray. And I did write a book. I am a spoken word poet. My book is called Unsent Letters, a spoken word series by Liquey Ray. It is available on Amazon. You could also get it in the description below. But before I go, I do want to leave you with this. Just remember, if you don't want to have sex with a loser, there's always vibrators. Okay, gotta go. Love you. Bye.